So, hey everyone, welcome to some NCAA beach volleyball whip around here. We have some beach volleyball we can whip around on right now. You know the NCAA. It's a conference championships. Yesterday we have the CUSA on now. Yesterday they didn't show all the CUSA matches. They only showed some of them. And then they have 9 through 14. So they have 6 matches on today. Nominating more teams down in the field. The Southland and finished up today. The 8th Sun had 6 matches yesterday. They'll have 6 more today. The OVC will have their start their second day of the tournament today. Maybe not in the rain today. They were playing in the rain yesterday in the downpour. There wasn't no lightning, so they didn't have to take a weather delay, so they didn't want to. But it was still in not great conditions for the players. And then we have the Big 12s, the 3 courts, each on their own feed. 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 local. Which is mainly just 3 schools from the Pac-12, Arizona State, Utah, and TCU. Because TCU was affiliated with another conference. No, they're not. And then we have West Coast Conference Live Beach Volleyball Championship. 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific. And then we have a Southland Beach Volleyball Championship match. That's at 12:15 Eastern, 9:15 Central. And then at 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Plus is the Beach Volleyball Championship of the West Coast Conference. The championship match. Let's go to the Southland Women's Beach Volleyball Tournament. Here, there's some look around on all these beach volleyball conference championship tournament. There are some teams in the Mountain West affiliated with the Southland for women's beach volleyball for a while. The beach volleyball in NCAA official recognized sport is only women only. You do have men's beach volleyball like the Olympics and stuff, but maybe at a club level only in the NCAA. You know.
I'm going to have to stop saying that. Or start whispering. But yeah, yesterday she can't count how many aces she had, so.
In Holland Reeves, victorious in straight sets yesterday against HCU's number 2s. 21-19, 22-20 to avoid a third set.
Ziegler with a nice little poke shot over the block of Hall and down.
Holland Reeves, remember yesterday, because we started with the 1s and 3s, they were actually the clinching point in that 3-2 victory over Houston Christian to survive and advance.
And if you remember, Reeves was not feeling all that great towards the end of that match. They called a timeout. She was kind of huddled behind their chairs there in their tent. Looked like she might have been
under the weather
a little bit, and she's looking good today. It's always nice to be able to get out of there, get some treatment done, have a nice dinner, relax, and then come back out and play.
Much better weather to be under today. As back here in the second set, San Jose State is up 1-0 on both of these courts right now. And leading in the second set as well. A little roll that's going to stray wide for an error. And Lady Jacks will pull one back.
Golden in the back row, just scooping that little poke shot down the lineup and putting it back down for a point for Stephen F. Austin.
Golden and Boswell won their matchup against Southeastern in that second match yesterday. Straight sets, 21-14, 21-19. To help guide SFA to 3-1 finish. They were also the clinching point, but in a 3-1 final, a little less drama.
Who wants drama anyways?
Maybe not at 9:30 in the morning.
DeMars with a nice over on two shot, finding the open space.
Yeah, a chance to find a little separation here after moments ago. SFA had pulled within one. SFA has taken the lead in the second set over with the twos, 16-14. As Lady Jacks trying to avoid going down these first two courts when the next wave of pairs come out.
Nice little ace there by DeMars. That had some wicked movement on it. Nice little float serve into the wind.
Least important thing I hope to say today, the San Jose State uniforms. I love them because from this angle you think they're wearing fanny packs while out there.
It does look like they're wearing fanny packs. Sometimes they're wearing those heart monitors or those workout monitors now, but that does definitely look like a little fanny pack there.
How many fanny packs did you go through in your Hall of Fame career?
One for sure, I think maybe two.
Okay.
But I had a really nice one. It was leather. It was
monograms?
It was actually no, not monogram, but it was actually nice.
No AJ stamped on it?
No.
Lincoln Rose with the former world champ, Adam Johnson. As again, this morning, our first elimination contest between Stephen F. Austin and San Jose State. Both fought off elimination twice yesterday, ending the seasons of their two opponents. They were not kind to the state of Louisiana.
It's always nice to send somebody home, even if it's not that far away.
As our Louisiana schools, along with Houston Christian, saw their seasons come to an end the first 2 days. We're down to SFA, San Jose State, Boise State, as well as your three-time defending champions, Texas A&M Corpus Christi here in the Southland. Closing in on the first point of the day in this overall duel.
Not yet, though.
Now, try to finesse it, couldn't get it over the net.
Yeah, DeMars trying to go over on two. The little cut shot didn't quite make it over the net.
Serve from Golden. All right, now it is match point on this court for DeMars and Milroy.
Milroy back to serve to see if she can help usher the first point on the board for San Jose State.
How about getting it done with an ace?
Just like that.
So the number 4 pairs of San Jose State claim the first point of the day. They still need 2 more courts to fall the way of the Spartans for their season to continue on to the consolation bracket final, your de facto semifinal, our upcoming contest here on ESPN+. Still, the 2s are wrapping up, and Stephen F. Austin is trying to force things to a third set over with the number 2 pairs. And as I say that, a little momentum shift over with the 2s as Hall and Reeves, after trailing a bit there for the second half, come back to claim it as well, 21-18. So it is 2-0 San Jose State. So that means time for the warm-ups for the 1s, 3s, and 5s when we come back here to New Orleans San Jose State just needs one of the remaining 3 courts to continue their quest for their first ever Southland Conference title out here on the beach.
Now let's go to the Ohio Valley Conference. Now they do where 2 courts play at once, and then there's 3 courts, and then 3 matches that play at one time. And now they have staggered times here. Right now for these matches they have the 4s getting underway or started underway. And the Lindenwood 4s pair is up a set on the Morehead State 4s. And the Lindenwood 5s are up a set on the Morehead State 5s. And that 9-all in the 3s pairing. Here at the OVC, the Ohio Valley Conference Beach Volleyball Championships. Lindenwood at Morehead State. Lindenwood versus Morehead State. Are hosted by the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. So, that is who is hosting this tournament. But Morehead was the de facto home team on the scoreboard because they're the higher seed. But yeah, we'll go back. I was going to go to the CUSA tournament, the Conference USA tournament. Let's go check out Conference USA's tournament right now. No, since the Southland is 2-0 now, we know San Jose State's 2-0 in their set match. Okay, so there is a break in that one. Wind over Sugar Beach. And that is the Tulane Greenway. It's the Blazers of UAB. The UAB Blazers looks like. They end up winning their match. Match over who? Over which school? No, it was Tulane. Tulane ended up being Florida International. Now next, it's the UAB, number 4 seed UAB against number 1 seed Florida on it. In match 10 of the day, so that's at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central Time. So, okay, so we'll stick with them. I thought it was Tulane. Then it made me think because it said something like UAB Blazers had in the background. But no. Baseball cap. And then this is pretty. We'll see who can advance to the next round of the tournament in Ohio Valley. Then without the 5s. Just trying to be very close. And then what is very close now to being up 2 sets. Or 2 sets to nothing on 2 courts. Now put them up 2-0. And then it all come down to the 3s pairing. The staggered time 3s pair, and then the 1s and the 2s pair will start getting underway. They'll start their warm-ups. As soon as like the 5s are done, it'll probably be the 2s pairing. And then I'm assuming, and then in the 1s pairing went away as soon as the 4s pairing is done. Or vice versa, I mean. Whichever gets done first, the 2s pairing will be doing. Then the 1s pairing will start after the, afterwards. Sure, so.
Buskirk on the indoor side came in handy there. She did a little poke check, but it was still the same amount idea of going behind the setter's head.
And Buskirk got a touch on that one, but was able to power through that one and pick up the point. So Moorhead back up by 1 now. It is Moorhead and Lindenwood getting back underway on court number 1 here. Third set, first to 15 here on court 1. Going back to the Lions on the service error on court 3. Wind starting to pick up here just a little bit as Shepard makes the approach. Bomber receives that one. Now she'll push forward on the attack. Belcher goes over on 1, sends that one just a bit deep. Like the idea going on 1 there, but Hefner was in the right spot as well.
Yes, it's one of those things, reading the play again, saying, what would I do against myself, and being able to adjust to it.
That'll be a chance for Shepard. She goes into the seam, but right again, Bomber. Perfectly placed there. And now she'll go right down the seam as well, and then some communication, this step there between Belcher and Shepard allows that one to drop. As they continue to have a conversation. When I play by Bomber, I think that's something we've seen multiple times, not this year, but in the last couple of years. Her backtracking and going off to the side, and that's definitely not something you recommend in volleyball, is to have that side angle kind of shot. But in beach, it is a little bit more acceptable because there are only 2 players out there.
Yes, there's so much sand that you can try and get the ball to land on, and so having those different shots within your arsenal, it's one of those things that takes time and practice, but when it translates to the indoor, it is really awesome. But she's just such an offensive weapon that she sees the court so well. She sees the moves Lindenwood is making and is able to make those last-minute adjustments.
Well, Sienna King just gave the Lions their first point of this duel, putting that one away, and duplicate 21-19 victories for the Lions in the 5s have given them the 1-point lead in the duels. We'll look again at play by King. Just another nice drop shot, got a bit of a deflection off of Everett. You can see the excitement there as they know that they have done what they needed to do to help their team avoid elimination.
Yes, and that drop shot above the block has been working really well for them, and we might see that more in the 1s and the 2s that are coming up.
Back on 1, a diving play by Hefner. Bomber able to get that one up. Hefner can't track that one down as she goes diving. And the Lions have picked up another point there. It's 4-2 in favor of Moorhead State in the 4s. Over on the 3s, Isley will send that serve over. Here comes Jensman at the net. Pops that one up over the top of Knott, and Isley can't reach it. And another point there for the Lions. And Buskirk back to serve again. Over on the 1s. Another nice shot there from Everett. She went against the grain. Got Belcher and Shepard both going to their right. Send it back to the left and found the back tape. Jensman, a nice play at the net over there. Knott couldn't get to it. Lions pick up another point on the 3s. 18-14 in favor of Lindenwood over there. That one blocked by Bomber. As Moorhead has really shown up here in the last 2 sets.
Again, we've talked about Bomber being such a good blocker. Lines up well, even goes up one hand to try and get a little extra reach on that and just make sure that she seals the net well.
Here's Shepard, gets that one up over. Bomber got a touch on it. Now she'll send that one deep. A little too long, though. She got a little bit aggressive on that one. Liked the play, but it was just a bit deep.
It's the worst when you have such a great idea and you're like, this is going to work so much. I'm going to be so crafty, so creative. And then you get so excited that you put too much power in the ball and you're like, man.
Touch shot there. Belcher sent it back over on 1, but Hefner again read that one. Up by Shepard. Now Belcher sends that to the middle. Shepard has to track that one down. That'll fall forward. Bomber got to it. Now she'll get up and send it over. Back corner. That one just long. Big time effort there between Bomber and Hefner, but could not get that one to fall. Lions now back to within 2.
I wasn't sure if that ball was going to make it over the net. And then for Bomber to track it down and then literally falling backwards on her knees, is able to get a nice, clean shot on it.
Back over on court 3, they're underway. Knott sends that one long and out. As Gentlemen and Van Buskirk have opened up a 19-14 lead over there. So it'll be Belcher back to serve for the Lions. Volleyball starting to collect on the far side, so you have to wait for one to get over for the serve. On 3, it's not setting Isley. Roll shot there. Van Buskirk has it. She'll look to attack up and over the top of Knott, but it allows Isley to get underneath of that one. Now Isley off the net. Van Buskirk can't recover. That one goes down again. That's the third time that Isley has used that net to just drop the shot over.
Maybe she had a conversation with the net, like, hey, this is the game plan before we start this match. Are we on the same page here? But honestly, it could go either way.
The Lions have closed to within 1 here on court 1 as Belcher back to serve once again. Get a quick fix of the tape. On the 3s, Van Buskirk goes deep, not up with it.
So we'll take a break here, and we'll go to we're back with the ending of this match here in the OVC. Well, we won't show the full match, but we'll show them. He still gets the 2 sets. The second set is 1 either Lynn or Moorhead, it'll be 1 all. If Moorhead wins or if Lynn wins, it'll be 2. And then the Moorhead 3s must win. Because on the 4s, it's 1st to 15, win by 2.